welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go deal with this main quest, which is to go deal with the Seer.
I've always wanted to fight a mathematician.
The one Wily designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour alone with it and a Mantisaur at 2 clicks.
Monastery.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight.
Wait! Someone just came up via the lift! It must be unlocked!
Think when we kick his head in, it'll be simple enough for him to understand?
Nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst. Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve. It's concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst.
Aggressors in range.
Nice of Seer Wily to leave us this. Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Mother must be so proud.
Found another one. Damn
Spot
it.
of trouble.
I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wily told us?
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. But also not everyone will share our vision of the planet. We gave them the option. It's not our fault.
1, 2.
Those are N-ray junction boxes. Scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up.
One, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
The charismatic mathematician was not so dissimilar to us. He donned his jumpsuit one anomalous day.
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak.
all of its mechanisms or outcomes. Integral precision.
Looks like a device! Divination device! Have our enemies overthrown?
All conflict is transient in nature.
Outliers!
Nice wiring. I thought these folk were supposed to work smarter.
That's right, I need to hack this.
Architect's perspiring brow. If you try to cite the fourth... Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative. Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then. I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this? Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. But what if widespread suffering is already taking place? Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame. Tell that to the Protectorate. We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate. The search for answers to life's important questions often yields powerful rewards. Who knows? Something learned here may later prove the difference between life and death. And if that's not enough, we still have some order arms and armaments from a recent demonstration we gave. You'd be welcome to one or the other. I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important. And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
I'll keep that in mind.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Evidently, she was good at her job then. Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
It's a brawl! We terminated the
Armed and ready. The unknown variable.
Eliminate the target!
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the Abbot's quarters.
How selfless of him to safeguard this finery for his people's own good.
instructor, of course.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
And who do we blame when a student fails? The stalwart agent arrives.
It's gonna take me out of my surgery.
I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again? I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Look, whatever the Seer and DeVries are doing, we'll have time to sort it out later. These folk don't have that kind of time.
Raise high probability. Highly traffic What's going on about this puzzle in the research wing upstairs? That must be where he hid the key to stop the press. Hurry!
Oh, good.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
There's an actual solution to this puzzle? Looks more like they scrambled a whole lot of nonsense together and packaged it as genius.
unknown adversary.
You're caught!
Premeditated.
Hey, we've got movement.
Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
Didn't I tell you our friend would be up? Hurry! Disable the torch machine!
I still say it would have saved time for us to just kill the hostages ourselves.
I see why the anchorites revered this place so. We ought to find the material they were after, and maybe take a peek at whatever else is here.
Alright, I'm gonna wrap up here and find the last book and then I'll